As a small seller, I feel bad taking advantage of other small sellers. So, when it comes to buying cards on Whatnot, I initially had this same thought. And then I thought about it a little bit more, and now I don't feel as bad about it. And let me explain. So, like I said, I had the same thought process. I thought, oh no, I'm getting on these smaller sellers' platforms and buying five, six, $7 cards for $1, $2, $3 at a time. So they're really missing out on some sales. But then I ask myself, if I wasn't in the room, would that card have sold? Period. Because there's been several times where I've sat in shows and the seller will go through a bunch of different cards and a bunch don't sell. And then I eventually bid on one last second or something like that and get it for $1. So then at that point, they made a sale. There's also been several instances where somebody's put a card up that I kind of was interested in for like $1, but then didn't bid on it at first, and it goes all the way through and nobody bid on it. And I'll be like, hey, I think I'm actually interested in that one. Can you rerun it? And they'll rerun it, and then I'll buy it at that point. So now instead of thinking of it as me taking advantage of a small seller, I think more of it as like it being mutually beneficial. The small seller gets a sale, even if it goes for cheaper than what it should. But also, if that seller is good, one, I'm going to come back. And two, I'm going to leave a good review. And naturally, everybody starts as a small seller. I started as a small seller. Anybody who starts as a seller starts as a small seller. So, yes, when you're a small seller and your cards sell for less than what they should, that part sucks. But at the same time, if you're making sales, that's a good thing. And eventually, you won't be a small seller anymore, and your cards will go for more or closer to what they should go for.